na ensem bia koso ewo Denmark a yeko na yakwa akohwemu ewo ho na weifa eye Ghana ni abrante bia ensem wo eba na kyerese wakum ne ho ewa asefo asase so. And the question is ede enko an ebema obi a commit suicide. It's a very sad one, but me nua bema Chris ewa Chris, what is happening Ghana ni this year sebe yenka bi nhemu wote Denmark ye na adwuma onye se wote Ghana ni aka se osa line se ya yesa kiwi epeka bre ansa ni nya binti maybe abraboni ni di kra. What happened the day they see ya abante yekum ne ho?
Well, it's quite unfortunate. Bibisa is a fine man. Sana Bibisa atono. According to sources, no, on any girlfriend war her for like about 10 years. Grants almost have worry 9 years. Edi akaho na wo ekoye DNA test no. Ne man na ya or ne wife no awu ni nyina 9 ni nyina enye ne ma. Emu ba akokra yen se bia 2 bi enfra na abefra and 9 ni nyina nti wo hwa papa no em se wantimi anso ano na ema no age ne nkofri ne nsem no.
Wow, so as we can see on the screens, or say Ghanaian man kills himself after DNA test returned negative. Inti said na ye nua be man ne kire no wo ba woni natena wonimu no for a year 19 solid years no chese wo sore da kronom so enkra nan yenkoye wo mu DNA okoye DNA ba ya chese enkra nan na wa hye omo ano mu nyina enye ne mba asemwe ono anadanfo ene de beto social media eso it we share screens ne so a we BMM Swedna. Also this morning a close friend called me from Copenhagen, yes. He was weeping on the phone like a baby. He tried to speak, then told me he just found out all 4 children are not his children through a DNA test. Married for 9 years. I make basa women. Why? Okay, the same person again. Or say my friend Benjamin Ofe, who found out in a DNA test that all 4 children are not his children in his 19 years relationship with his Ghanaian wife, has committed suicide in his garage in Copenhagen. Intinacha say utie ensemna ayareho. I mean, to trust where a bridge of trust, and I mean can I say
oh, wait there. Me a breach of trust because you can't really tell what really went on in the 19 years between Omumi no. Do you understand? Omumi no 19 years no. What really happened? Because after 10 years, not just any panogeny to date someone for 10 years. Now someone no ending in 9 years and kahono. I mean it is something. It is sad because we hear reports and a guy and they say a friend no catch and say wakoye DNA test na wo se ne ma enan a one ne yire awo mu ni nyina omo nya ne ma wacha ase ntie no na ekoye arehosem ewo honom enti later no utimu se arechekere ne comfort no ne how a omo gi asem no media say bia na wo fom because omo try kwan bi so kekere ne rank am sure say enka bia ka bibi papa bi betimi afri maba because how did he receive the message? What I say asem no bae no say na ono anga so carry no because Ghana ha ebiasi ama I mean one popular footballer or Ghana has say e bi to no e ma ewi achi ni fie ne dan kra awarija ye ba mu ni ade e koye ensem bebre and I think say wasa wo kra e no de me sure say no de ho clean bibia ni ho no de no kra na nya ne man nyina but then how will you be able to carry this into your checking 19 years ni ade na you don't know how to go about it. Sabe me enkra na me nkoyi omu free ho. And I say me yire na why men can say what disappointing me no me nkoyi ni bibi. And ene say me angasa me gime nko free me nsemo na say senka na asa. I think say omo enya message no earlier no. They was senka they omo pe kwan bi so and comforting no. Do you understand? And say no and I antimi ankoye on papa ne part unfortunately waje ne nkwa e de free ne nsem no enti akwa ya rehosem pa wo ho.
Okay, we've seen that issue way enya the for in the system, DNA test revealing that mofra bia ya wo otimu so obi ahwa abofra bia to a certain age na afei de ye betia ne say wakoye DNA test abofra ne nye ne ba. Don't you think that it's high time baby aye drone maybe mbema should start taking things seriously? Ya wa akra na age 1 age 2 papa no since you would invest so much and take care of somebody's child, men can say na afei de be wiase no ubaba be kumu ho because of the investment say de ho akwakoddi mu a chena nko obesan de chi akoso okohwehwe ne papa.
Aware no meti ya say nye easy uni obi betena enye easy.
Okay,
ebi mu te say echina ne na de chie ne yere be ka kire say wa fa afuru enti o wakọ hospital wakọ wa hwe ne ba na it will never cross papa no na say ni kunu na dwem say yenko DNA test.
Okay,
so you see all these things boils down on how you met the person, how you married the person, oni ni panete no saying and anema etie. Do you understand? Our if obi o nothing will ever bother them say DNA. It will never cross their mind. Do you understand? But we have other couples and so omo per the lifestyle omo living near the way. You see, you can't trust anybody, but it depends on who you got married to. Do you understand? And no na kofa we nyina aba because papa dey 10 years ni 9 years dey. Na just say enka omo ni mo ho anesa. Do you understand? Enti one say 4 years no who was in the picture? That is the question. Who was in the picture? I don't know how the man got to find out, and I say how ebia who say obi way and way na share chirinti na man ko yes and but then I think he should have lived to find out. I mean nko say who is really in the picture. A man kra nine ni nyina enye ne ba and I say kra nine ni nyina obi apapa nko na yes ma me no so a very big question mark. I was say ye hwe e wo ne ho. See, it depends on who you got married to. Some couples they don't talk about DNA. Is never in their dictionary.
Okay. Yeah, the bag yen recent times yen kaya for yaw there, but quite recently a helicopter crash because one of the gentlemen Yera Samuel so now we realize that the family of Samuel do some point na omo pese omo koye DNA, and this was as a result of omo chwema ebra no mo hia samples for verification of the bodies omo de be friend saying mbekwa kosiesie respectively no na omo pe Samuel ba no ne sample de akoye DNA no mo hu say Samuel nemu enie be a whole lot of issue. I'm sure you know about this issue to the extent say na ebusianfo ni chwema abofra no enye eye ora Samuel ba and echo back and forth, but eventually I think say after some time you be who say akra no Samuel ba it was I mean verified that so the issue it keeps coming as and when they be popping up DNA way me ba way we ba way me ba way ba way. What do you think shouldn't we have a policy now in our health sector yede be so sanema we anu emfa intawantawa ni ade embeto couples ni ebusuafo ntem?
Well, anka ideally DNA the enka third party. To say we Ghana had the see recently now people wanted to, I mean, for confirmation ebi mu de be ba no ebi I would person don ma tu kwan. There should be a third party confirmation. There should be a confirmation from a hospitals or majat omo verify say yes indeed we oma ni we mu person de omu tu kwan e call enkro foforo so. To say Ghana there to renchama 2 years at a point we needed it for body identification. Do you understand? Enti enka our form our de enka I mean DNA de enka menya de was a come ho. But then for some of these reasons say be obetu kwan and I say BBS obi yare enti be say ya identify say ne bani ampanti be say ye di ne ho na makwa bi ye bibi ma obi ana. Some of these reasons I don't know a third party no more requested. But so no yere te de enka it's not something I mean obi ansu ho kwan de but enka is not something anka socially and I say make say culturally enka ye gitum say eye adwuma enka enye saade anenka bia third parties there it is allowed enti wo do be fa oba African had na tu kwan akwa bruchira you know say you have to confirm say many enti e kwan be so we have to go through DNA ti no there enka no problem. But see asetena mu ne nsensem o ekoso no ntino ye be kwa akoye obi ye kasa fa mabra na enye say ye DNA say kimna ye mahye no So unfa baby I mean you just carry them near kwakoye na the also document or some the you know on the process no the processing na free honum you understand it think ideally third parties no more requesting for DNA samples the DNA test I mean we don't know what's really happening bia na obi de aba nkra nan enye ba kumbi mienu nkra nan see some of these things now as you see amana ko say wo ya kohwehwemu wo ya kohwehwemu what kind of trust na mu mienu mo de te anti so nipa na wo I mean anyway
it's very sad say Ura Benjamin Ofe ebehwene nkwa because of this, but it is more traumatizing than said yeti heya ye kanono because enye easy kula one this is more like defrauding the person men can say because so enye defrauding na onkofo obi ba mbehye obi nka say ne mano no. And do you think the woman mama no nim say nkra ne nyama ne mba na I'm sure oba bia ni ne ma papa what you
say that one is true I mean oba bia ni
so it is defrauding so what does the law say about it's high time the law takes action on people like this ebia ebe seize all these issues are popping up with DNA yedin konforman mama konforni ade
well sir a kokota there is a way to I mean physically and I say financially reimburse papa na waboka no no say ne maame wona ukofa asem ne buy enti no omohwe how best they can compensate the man na emotionally no so omo psychologist and I say yes psychologist be amano ama wa psyche no as to what has happened and how best he can come out of this I mean whole thing amano every honum and yes there's a way to go about it I mean papa no nka yebetimi compensate no na amanfo aboa no say dey be yebetimi recover from I mean this thing because this is total trauma. How are you going to be able to deal with this saying now be hu mano how are you going to look at them I mean, onyema we nyina akeka bom na ema no timi koye arehosam papa yi wono wantimi enjina wode afa ho ade age ne nkwa free ne nsem no
ebusianfo is quite very sad and unfortunate now so yes sorry ensem we eso dia na ye